guys, it's Stock Curry, and in today's video I've got a lot of news we need to cover. We gotta talk about the spending bill, the appropriations bill, the Fed, including raising interest rates, and I've got 13 stock picks for you. So let's get into it! Okay, the first bit of news I want to talk about is that the first US Bitcoin ETF started trading on Tuesday. Now, the ETF is a futures ETF, which means it's not going to directly affect the price of Bitcoin. However, it was up 4% today, and Bitcoin itself is almost at a record all-time high. BTC hit $40,500 today, and the all-time high of $40,900 was reached earlier this year. So Bitcoin is 1% away from an all-time high at this current time. Now this week, the really big news is going to be the earnings numbers. It's all about earnings. And the biggest earnings report that we just got was from Netflix. They actually beat analyst expectations. However, the stock was still down over 1% after hours. And I think you're going to find that a lot with the stocks that have run up this week, is that they are running up in anticipation of beating earnings. And then after they do in fact beat analyst expectations, they're still dropping after hours anyway. Because even though they had earnings beats, they weren't amazing earnings beats. And so this is just another buy the hype, sell the news events. And we're going to talk about that in a little more detail when we talk about Tesla, which is going to be reporting earnings after the close on Wednesday. Okay, now on to our political news that is affecting the markets. The Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, said the debt limit deal will keep the government funded through December 3rd. Now, that's something that we already knew, but keep in mind that Janet Yellen started talking about this when the original debt limit deadline came up, and the Democrats did absolutely nothing. They never passed a bill, they never did anything, and there was this big rush to get the appropriations bill extended through December 3rd. Now Janet Yellen is coming out, and she's reiterating the same things that she was saying back in September about how important it is for Democrats to get working on this and to get a long-term bill passed, not this delay of an extra month. And so this is going to be a catalyst that's actually going to push the markets down going into the end of November. Currently, the Democrats are still working on their social and climate bill, which was supposed to be $3.5 trillion. However, it's now getting cut down to around $2 trillion as the Democrats are unable to agree upon certain aspects of the bill. So it looks like the social and climate bill is going to be a lot smaller than people originally thought, just like the infrastructure bill was. Keep in mind that the infrastructure bill is tied to this bill now, and it looks like neither one of these bills is going to get passed until sometime in November at the earliest. The big problem is the more time Democrats spend on the social and climate bill, that is more time that they are delaying getting working on the spending and appropriations bills, which really have to be passed by December 3rd. Now, one of the things that the Democrats have decided to change in order to try to get this bill passed is that they are scaling back their account reporting requirements from $600 per transaction up to $10,000 transactions. That was a huge talking point in the United States. It was going to kill a lot of businesses. Democrats thought it would increase a lot of taxes. But a lot of people were afraid it was going to kill a lot of the independent contractors, the children that are just trying to get started and make a few bucks. It was going to kill retirees. So luckily, they're now trying to scale that back from $600 over to $10,000, which is going to bring in less taxes, but it's really going to help a lot of people who are poor and lower middle class in this country from being hit with really heavy tax burdens. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is a bigger issue going into the end of December and into 2022. And that is that the Fed said that if inflation doesn't cool off by year end, which at this point it doesn't look like it will, it looks like we're going to continue to have high inflation through the end of the year. Not only are they going to do the tapering in November, they're also going to bring forward the date that they start raising interest rates, which means originally they were saying 2023. Because they thought that the high interest rates were transitory. Now they've decided they are not transitory. They're not temporary. They're actually here to stay. So then they're saying, okay, well, maybe around the middle of 2022. And now they're saying that it could happen as early 2022. And so once interest rates start going up, that's really going to hurt the stock market, especially it's going to hurt high growth stocks. All right, I've got 13 stock picks for you guys today, so let me get into those. I do want to let you know that I'm not going to be covering any cryptocurrencies in today's video because earlier today I did a live interview with a crypto trader named Borat Trades, and we covered 14 different cryptocurrencies in that video. So if you want to know the cryptocurrency picks, you can go watch the live interview that I did earlier today. I have a link for it on my homepage of the YouTube channel. Just go check under live videos. All right, let's get into today's stock picks. For those of you guys who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks on YouTube. Each day, I'll spend hours and hours and hours watching YouTube videos, and then I consolidate all of the stock picks from the top YouTubers, and I put them together into a single video. I give you both the cliff notes on their stock picks, as well as my analysis on their stock picks. Now, if anything I talk about today piques your interest, make sure you listen to who I say talked about that stock, and then go watch their video to get the full details on what they said. Now, all I ask for putting all of this together for you guys is that you hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. Alright, before we get into today's stock picks, I do want to remind you that I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I talk about today is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold. These are just my opinions, which may or may not be accurate. Please do your own research before investing in any asset. If you're wondering what you're looking at right now, this is the Webull desktop app. Webull is the app that I use for my trading, and it is also the app that I use in all of my videos. If you'd like to get 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up using my link in the description below and deposit just $100, Webull is going to send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. All right, let's get into today's stock picks. And first up is BBIG. This is Vinco Ventures. Keenan Grace talked about how BBIG was down over 6% during the day, and it was down a massive 22% after hours. I'm pretty sure BBIG is completely done at this point. It might have another small attempt at a run up about 1 month from now, but for now it appears to be over for BBIG. There is support at the 100-day EMA, which closed Tuesday at $5.28, but I have a feeling that that support level is going to get broken and BBIG will drop further than that. Next up is CHPT. This is ChargePoint. They're the largest charging station company in North America with more than 70% of the total market share. They are also starting to expand globally. StockMo listed CHPT as one of the best growth stocks to buy now. Technically, CHPT has turned quite bullish. The MACD is rising, the RSI is rising, and the candles have closed above the 10-day EMA each day for the past 6 trading days in a row. CHPT is about to form the last of the rebound confirmations, and that is when the 10-day EMA crosses above the 21-day EMA. That should happen on Wednesday. So I love CHPT at the current price. Chris Zane rated CHPT a hold. He likes CHPT under $20 for a buy-in, and he has a price target closer to $25 to $27. Also, keep in mind that if you are waiting for the infrastructure bill to get passed, that won't happen until November at the earliest. Next up is COIN. This is Coinbase, and this is a platform that is used to trade cryptocurrencies. StockMo listed COIN as one of the best growth stocks to buy now. He thinks COIN will have a lot of opportunities with their NFT platform. In the short term, COIN is technically overbought with the RSI now at 75.9. I would wait for a pullback in COIN before buying in. The 200-day EMA was a strong level of resistance previously, so that should now be a level of support. You should be able to buy COIN for around $275 if you are patient. And next up is LCID. This is Lucid Group, and they're an American EV manufacturer. StockMo listed LCID as one of the best growth stocks to buy now. LCID is neutral on the technicals right now, but might form a golden cross on the MACD later this week. The 100 EMA has been a strong level of support for LCID in the past, so I would be comfortable buying in at around $23. Medium term, StockMo reiterated his $30 year-end price target on LCID. Next up is MARA. This is Marathon Digital Holdings, and they're a Bitcoin miner. Larry Jones talked about how MARA has been steadily rising all month. They are seeing incredible growth and they continue to order more and more mining machines. Now technically, MARA is overbought, so I do expect a pullback here shortly. You should be able to buy MARA for between $40 and $45 during a pullback. So I would just be patient with this one. The average analyst one-year price target is only $62.50, which represents a 16% upside potential from Tuesday's closing price. When the stock price starts bumping up against the analyst price targets, that is often a sign that a stock is overbought in the short term and will pull back soon. Next up is NIO. This is NIO, and they're a Chinese EV manufacturer. Keen & Grace reiterated that NIO Day is December 18th this year and not in January like it has been in the past. Keen & Grace also stressed that NIO Day is a buy the rumor, sell the news event. That means you'll want to buy NIO going into NIO Day and then sell right before NIO Day. In the short term, Keen & Grace talked about how $41 is a resistance level for NIO. NIO bounced off of the $41 level on Tuesday and fell back down. The technicals are all still bullish for now, but we might see a small pullback here later this week before NIO continues its bull run next week. Stockmo likes the bullishness that NIO has been showing over the past few weeks, and he thinks this will continue through the end of this year. It might, especially with NIO Day coming up, but do be aware for the pullback in the stock market that I see starting in the middle of next month. Next up is PENN. This is PENN National Gaming, and they're an online and brick-and-mortar gambling company. Stockmo listed PENN as one of the best growth stocks to buy now. PENN looks like it found its bottom at around $62 and has now started a rebound. Technically, the chart is bullish for PENN. I would be comfortable buying in at the current price. PENN should perform well as a pandemic recovery play. Next up is PLUG. This is Plug Power, and they're a hydrogen fuel cell manufacturer. Stockmo listed PLUG as one of the best growth stocks to buy now. Technically, PLUG is bullish, but it is approaching overbought. There is also a gap to fill down at $30. Since the 200-day EMA was previously a level of resistance, I think the 200-day EMA should be a level of support. The 200-day EMA closed Tuesday at $29.14, so I would wait for PLUG to drop down to around $30 before buying in. Next up is PROG. This is Progenity. If you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, you know that I sold my PROG on Tuesday for a 33% profit. I raised my stop loss price to $3.16 based upon the technicals on the 5-minute chart. When PROG dropped below $3.16, I sold. If you want to know everything I'm buying and selling, I post all of my buys and sells free of charge on Facebook and Twitter. You can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/realscottcurry, and you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/realscottcurry. I'm looking to get back into PROG once it shows signs of bottoming out in the 5-minute and 1-hour candles. For now, the 1-hour candles are especially quite bearish. I don't know how low it will drop, but the 50-hour EMA has been a point of support in the past, so we'll probably see PROG bottom out at around $2.71. If it does hit $2.71 and shows signs of support, then I'll probably buy back in at that point. This will most likely occur on Wednesday at some point. Chris Zane said $2.80 to $2.85 would be a great entry point. I agree, although I think you'll probably be able to buy in closer to $2.70, which would be an even better entry point. Once I buy in, my new stop loss price will be around $2.50. Next up is RSI. This is Rush Street Interactive, and they're a gambling company. Stockmo listed RSI as one of the best growth stocks to buy now. Last week, he said it was time to take profits. Since then, RSI has dropped down out of overbought territory. Despite the green candles on Monday and Tuesday, the MACD remains quite bearish. I would be careful with RSI because the last 2 days may have been a bull trap. Remember that the only reason RSI is up right now is because people think it might get bought out, even though there are no active rumors to support that. So all of that said, I would personally stay away from RSI for the time being. Next up is SOFI. This is SOFI, and they're an online fintech startup. Stockmo listed SOFI as one of the best growth stocks to buy now. High growth stocks across the board have rebounded and have been going up over the past 2 weeks. SOFI is a great company that should perform well once they get their bank charter. In the short term, though, the technicals are pointing to SOFI being overbought, so I do expect a small pullback here soon. You might be able to buy SOFI for around $17 if you are patient. Next up is SPWR. This is SunPower. They're a solar energy company. StockMo listed SPWR as one of the best growth stocks to buy now. SPWR is a profitable company, but at the current valuation, it has a forward PE ratio of 96.95. That is high in my mind. Although SPWR did see revenue growth in the last 2 quarters, prior to that it was losing revenue. So I'm not convinced that SPWR can maintain their recent found growth. If they can, then this could be a good long-term hold. But if they can't, then we could see SPWR drop down below $20. In the short term, SPWR is overbought on the RSI, so I do expect a pullback soon, possibly down to around $25. And last up is TSLA. This is Tesla, and they're an American EV manufacturer. TSLA reports earnings Wednesday after the closing bell. As I said yesterday, I do see TSLA dropping after earnings. If you want to know how I liked playing this, you can watch the video that I uploaded yesterday where I laid out my play in detail. StockMo said the real thing to watch for will be how analysts update their price targets after TSLA reports earnings. You can see all of the individual analyst price targets on TipRanks. If you don't already have access to TipRanks, it is free for the consolidated information up here. And I have a link for 10% off the paid tier if you want the full details on what all of the analysts rank each of the individual stocks. I have a link for TipRanks in the description of this video. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and get a lot out of it. Comment down below what your favorite stock pick is. And if you're looking for a broker to trade with, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up for Webull using my link in the description below and deposit just $100, Webull's going to send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. Also, if you're not a US resident, or if you're looking to trade OTC penny stocks, or if you just don't like payment for order flow, then I recommend Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers is a great trading platform. They have highly discounted trading throughout the world. Trades start at just $1 US, $1 Canadian dollar, 4 euros, or 6 Australian dollars, depending upon where you live. And crypto trades start at just 0.18% per trade. And I do want to let you know that both Interactive Brokers and Webull offer the full pre-market and after-hours trading from 4 a.m. until 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, I do have material connections with both Webull and Interactive Brokers, so whenever you sign up for either one of those, not only are you getting a great broker to trade with, you're also helping me to continue to produce these great videos for you. Now finally, I want to remind you to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.